He's a voyeurist, and he spends all of his free time spying on unsuspecting people. She was missing without a trace until 1978 when construction began for a new subdivision. During the digging phase, they found her bones.
Hello.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Coming to you live from Florida, it's Speaking It Real. Here's your host, Frank Cuesta and Carlos Contreras.
Hello. Look who's back. We're back at it again. We took 2 months off. Sorry. It is Wednesday, so Carlos will be joining us on Friday. Throughout the 2 months, we've had a lot of stuff go on, a lot has happened. But you know what? It is what it is. I no longer have hair. I cut my hair. Right now, it's actually decently long. Guys, it's a new month, a new day. Let's make this show happen. Today I have a friend of mine named Conchita Brito. She's been a friend of mine for several years. She has her own little side hustle, as we all do. And I'm going to bring her on, and she's going to discuss what she does and just shoot the shit like we normally do on the show. Come Friday, hopefully she's able to come back on, and we'll have Carlos answer all the questions. So, need no more. Here she is.
Hi, Frank.
Hey.
Thank you so much for having me on.
I'm glad you're able to come on. Thanks. So, anyways, talk to me. What have you been up to? I know you started this. What is it? Conchita's hand healing or healing hands?
It's Conchita's Healing Hands. I started it about a little bit less than a year ago, and it's just bringing back. I started doing palmistry, learning palmistry about 23 years ago. It's always been a fascination of mine to find out what's going to happen in the future, and since about a year ago, I really needed to get back into I guess finding a little bit of hope, finding a little bit of clarity in tough times, and it brought me back to such an amazing place of a spiritual awakening and just getting back into palmistry. What's going to happen? It's just been a roller coaster. It's been great, and it's doing fantastic.
Okay. So where could we find you?
I'm on Conchita's Healing Hands. I do readings, I do tarot cards, I do palmistry, intuitive healing, pretty much all of that.
All right. You seem a little nervous today. Are you okay?
A little bit. I'm okay.
Yeah, you see, we're trying to get Conchita onto the TNT network. She's a little nervous today. She has a huge following on Instagram. What's your Instagram numbers like?
Right now, I started a little bit less than a year ago, and I have almost 2,100. I try to post every single day something of substance. I do my cards in the morning, and then I always say, what's the message for today? And the message I post, messages of positivity, of love, light, of courage, of many good things. Follow me on Conchita's Healing Hands. I'd be more than happy to, read your poem, give you do your cards, give you a little bit of insight of the future.
All right, all right, all right. Well, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
not too bad. I don't know what I did with you. Here we go. Here we go. Cochita's Healing Hands on Facebook,
Nice.
Instagram. Where else are you on? Would that be about it, or?
Well, I'm on YouTube. I want to thank Frank because he's really given me the first opening opportunity to be able to go live, which is great, and it's the beginning of many, hopefully. So you can find me on YouTube. I haven't done any videos, but it's coming soon. Instagram, the videos are coming soon as well. TikTok, the videos are going to be coming soon as well. So just watch me. Keep an eye out.
Well, I'll tell you this. We just started with speaking of Rio, the Instagram, and it's hard to keep up.
It is. You have to do it every single day. You have to actually, it's like a job, and you really have to kind of in the morning always have like a routine so that so people know what to expect. They already know to expect Conchita's Healing Hand. Conchita's gonna post from anywhere between 7 and 8:30. You're gonna find her posts, and it really you have to keep up with it. You have to keep on networking, and promoting yourself, honestly, to be able to get more followers, to be able to get more to be able to help more. In my case, it's to be able to help more people.
All right, all right. Well, let's see. We've been gone since August 27th. I think we ended the show pretty well. We had Tatsu and Liam round 2, where they ended up making their own show also out of ours. So that was pretty good. We trying to get Carlos back in the groove to get here. Guys, if you like the show, like I've always said, share with your friends, your frenemies, your enemies, whoever you want to share with. That's what our show's about. We're going to talk and just shoot the shit for a while. So, October. Let's see, what do we have? Mental health.
Huge.
Yeah. We talk mental health on a regular basis on the show. What do you do to keep your mental health sane? Because I know every now and then you go a little off the rails.
I do. Definitely, thank goodness that I came back into this spiritual place. But what I do, I meditate, I run. I like to do exercise. I like to keep active, and always I think the most important part is to have gratitude and appreciation every single morning, to wake up and to say it's going to be a new day, and the first moment of the day to say thank you for a new day, and just to be able to have the positivity to be able to carry on. But for mental health, sanity reasons, working out, and a lot of meditation.
Cool. Well, let's see. We have our regulars on. We got Catherine Nicole. She gave us a thumbs up for the show. Liz Cuesta Fraga. We know who that is. She actually asked you palm readings?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. It's super interesting. You can tell so much with a person's hand. It's the whole entire story. So when people say, can you, if they ask me a question, a very specific question, and they say, well, can you read my poem? The poem is like a life story. I can see like a book. But for more detailed questions, I would use the tarot.
What's the tarot?
The tarot cards. Tarot cards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because those are more immediate, finding out what's going to happen now and asking a specific question about what's going to happen now.
Okay, all right. Well, if you notice, we are pink in color.
Yes.
All right, October is breast cancer awareness. You know what? You got to save the tatas. All right. Hey, look, Catherine's a survivor of breast cancer. Hey, good going, good job. I know she still fights her battles, but she's come a long way from where she was a year and a half ago. So good job there. So end of summer, back to school. How was that? After kids not, how was it with? Okay, well, let's see. Catherine's asking you a question. How
Yes.
accurate do you believe the cards are?
They're very accurate for me, actually, because every single person that I have read for has said, Gonji, wow, you're on point. And I do my cards all the time, and they're on point too. I mean, it's just, I guess, who the reader is, I guess, because there's a lot of people that are not. But like I said, I've been doing it forever. I've been doing it for a long time. And when I think I have to say this actually, when my grandmother passed away, is really when I started back into it. When she passed away, that brought me back into that spiritual place. So I feel very connected. Thank goodness, and that's helped me out big time to be able to
Well, Catherine's saying she has someone read them to her, and it was so accurate. I've had mine read. Um, I don't know how accurate it was. The last time I had them read, I don't think it was that accurate. But that's a totally different conversation altogether for probably a different moment in time. But going back to kids going back to school, I know what they had the summer off. We're still dealing with COVID. Um, the changes, now it's kids have to still wear their masks in school. I don't know about yours, but I know mine doesn't like it.
well, mine doesn't like it either, but she has to.
And
So the
any feedback from it?
then
Headaches?
that she's told me.
Mhm.
Well, she tells me she doesn't like it, but she wears it. I see that she's coming out of the school and she has it on. I don't know what happens inside the school, but I haven't received any bad notices.
Well, that's a good
So
thing then.
that is a good thing. I do see a lot of kids do wear it, so I know that they are following the rules and the protocol. Some kids are not.
Yes, sketchy. Yes, my man. It's good to be back. We had some. It's supposed to be 3 weeks. A lot has happened. A lot has gone on. Kind of had to take a step back, reevaluate, readjust. And it was funny because I kept on prolonging the comeback. I kept on prolonging it and prolonging it. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. But it got to a point where it's like, all right, I gotta get back on. I gotta jump back on the horse and do this. Regardless, of what's going on, because at the end of the day, it's what Carlos and I have always promoted on the show is that hey, we talk, and I mean, as you know, Sketchy, we talk about everything and anything. Catherine, have a great night. Thank you for coming on. As you know, we talk about everything and anything on this show, and mental health has been one. And you know what? When you want to have mental health and things like that, so you kind of this is the outlet, you know. But yes, it's good to be back. We're gonna be back on Friday. I just got a text message. I guess I was cutting you off. I'm so sorry. You know. So you see, people care.
Thanks.
People
Thank
watch
you.
my show and they care. They care.
Nice.
I didn't notice I was cutting her off. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. We're Hey, Sketchy. Speaking of, I know you're in California. What part of California are you at? Just kind of because I read something in the news that I kind of I chuckled a little bit about an In-N-Out burger joint in San Francisco that they closed it for indoor dining because what do you call it? They weren't checking vaccination cards or vaccination records. How's it working over there? I mean, the story pretty much is San Francisco shut down its In-N-Out for not checking patrons' vaccination status. So what is it? Do you once you're there? okay, you're in Northern California, but I'm sure the whole. So in California, once you walk into an establishment, you have to present your card. So that's one of those things. So Conchita, Liz Cuesta Fraga wants to know where are you in Miami?
Yes, I'm in Miami.
Do you travel to other people's locations, or do
Thank
they
you.
come to you? Which one would you do?
Liz, I've been doing a lot since I kind of started in the pandemic. I started doing. I was thinking about traveling to people, and then it just worked out that I do a lot of readings through Instagram, through FaceTime. I do a lot of readings through FaceTime. I don't even need to go to the actual person. I have a lot of people come to me, come to where I am at, and I don't really like to travel to places. I don't know where I'm going, honestly. And if I can do it through FaceTime and get the same amount of uh, insight, then really that's how I've done it, and it's worked. It's worked great.
All right, so sketchy. Here it goes. This is the answer I was looking for. You have to show your vaccination card at most places in San Francisco and Los Angeles. All other cities are leaving it up to the business to require proof of vaccination. Okay, so all right, so hold on, Liz. I'll come back to you. So sketchy is you have to show your vaccinations at most places in San Francisco and Los Angeles. All the other cities are leaving it up to the business to require proof of vaccination. So this is only it's a city thing. It's not a state. It's not a state mandate. All right. So Liz is asking: is this a side hustle? As in, do you pay for your services? How did you know you had this calling? I before you answer
It's
that,
not, yeah.
just go with the second part of it because she came down here and
Oh.
she's rephrasing stuff. So I guess we could do this. First question is: how did you know you had this calling?
Well, I've always been very intrigued by finding out what was going to happen. So at 20 years old, I needed to find out my life story. I needed to find out everything. And I read so many books that it is crazy. I must have like 20 to 30 different books. And and I studied it. I got away from it for a really, really long time. And then when the pandemic hit and everything just hit and abuela passed away and everything just came crashing down. I ended up having a mental breakdown and spiritual awakening and a midlife crisis all at the same time. And I needed to figure it out. It was like a moment of what is going to happen? And then the moment that I she left, it was like I just became very connected. And it even though she was not here, I always felt like she was always with me. And I always looked up the sky and I always said, Abuela, I know that you're there. And it really helped me to be spiritually connected, to say, maybe I have this gift. I've always felt it, but it's gotten a lot stronger. Maybe that's a different show, Liz.
Probably, yeah.
That's a different show.
I think there we'll have to do a card reading spirituality show.
Yeah.
But now she's asking do people
Yes.
pay you for your service?
Yes, they do.
All right.
Yes,
So
they do.
then, going to sketchy, I was right. It's not a state mandate. There's city mandates. Okay. All right. I guess I could see why people would ask for the vaccination cards. I get that. So it is what it is. I mean, what could be done, right? It's one of those. It's the times we live in.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I had here on my screen before. I know there's something else I had on my mind to talk about. But you know what? I got something on my mind. Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland shooter kid. Today, he pleaded guilty in order to avoid the death sentence. Now, if you ask me, I think every single one of those parents should take a whack at this kid. To me, he should fry in the chair, and he shouldn't come back. But you know what? Every single parent should take a whack at him. The kid was saying, "Oh, that he's so sorry, that he believes that nobody should be using drugs and blah 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 blah. But this kid's a whack job in himself. I know that if I was in one of the parents' shoes, I would take a smack at him.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down. I mean, this kid's nuts. Nuts beyond belief. You don't, I don't know, man. I don't get that. It's one of those where, you kind of try to kind of understand, but you really don't understand. Because I mean, I know that I can't figure that out. So what's bugging you guys out there? What have you guys been up to for the past 2 months? What's this guy's name? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Police officers and unions, they're putting up a fight against vaccine mandates for public workers. Do you guys think that we should have public workers be vaccinated? Should it be mandated? I know that last month we spoke about it, but what are your thoughts, Conchi?
That's a super interesting question. As healthcare, I work in healthcare. So I don't. There's been a lot of people that have not gotten the vaccine. There's a lot of people that have gotten the vaccine. I think that I have gotten all my boosters. I've gotten I've gotten the shots, the booster, everything. There's people that advise against it. Everybody has the right to believe whatever it is that they want. This is a free country. But if you're not going to get the vaccine, you have to mandatorily wear the mask. That's it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Sketchy? Well, Sketchy's asking me, Frank, with the recent FDA approvals of the booster shots, have you changed your mind about getting your booster shot? Sketchy, I'm going to be super honest with you, man. I haven't even given it a thought, to be real honest with you. It's been one of those moments where I haven't really spoken much about it to anybody else, or we've kind of mentioned it at my job, but I've never really said no, but I've never really said yes. So I think my mind has changed a little bit towards getting it. And obviously with the FDA approvals, yeah, I think they've approved all 3 of them already, and they're talking about now that you could mix and match. So it's kind of interesting, How about you? Would you be getting the booster when it's your time?
I already did it. I already did it.
Oh, you got the booster.
I already got my booster.
That's right, because you're in the medical field.
I was the first one in line when they sent the email. Would you like to get your vaccine? I said yes, and I was the first one in line. Yes, nice. I was. And now 3 weeks later, I was the first one in line to get the second, and then I was for the booster. Yeah.
Congrats.
Big time.
So
pro advocate booster.
My sister
shots,
saying,
vaccines, everything.
So my sister's saying gas prices.
Oh my God. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are over there in California, but I know that they're pretty high over there. They're probably higher than here. Oh. I know here, I put gas in my little 4-cylinder, 4-banger, 15-gallon car. I ended up putting $50 in it. Jeez. And that's just regular. It's for like at $3.29, $3.30 per gallon. I don't understand. I haven't looked into why gas is so high. And please, whoever is out there, do not sit here and tell me it's Joe Biden's fault. Don't do this. All right? I know somebody's out there going to say it. Someone's out there going to say it's Biden's fault. Okay? And then my sister also agrees with no one should get vaccinated by force.
I agree.
I completely agree.
I agree. Everybody has the right to do and feel and to do whatever it's a free country, free speech, free everything. So,
wow, let's see. Sketchy saying it's $4.50 a gallon. My car requires premium and it's almost $5 per gallon.
That's insane.
I believe it, man. It's gas is one of those things that unfortunately we need it and it's super high. I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna find out why gas is really high. I'm really curious.
I believe it's the 7th highest that it has been. It's like almost a world record.
I haven't seen it this high in many
I'm
years.
telling you, it's like the top 7. I read it today,
Oh wow.
and actually stuck in my brain to actually think, wow, you know,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know. I think the last time I saw it this high, I mean, and the thing is that it really jumped from one day to the next. Because I mean, I have my Jeep and I have my little four banger. So Sunday I put gas in the Jeep, I filled it up, and it was at 3.15 a gallon.
Yeah.
I put gas today and it was at 3.30, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, shit, that's a lot.
It's crazy.
No, it is very crazy. It is very crazy. I
It's
don't
awful.
understand why.
The other day it was almost 4 for me.
Yeah, no.
A gallon.
So, let's see. I know a lot of parents struggle with this, and talking about high gas prices, you want to know what's also super high now is the cost of childcare. If you're thinking of having kids, and I suggest you really think about what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
When it comes down to childcare. I've been reading that it's in essence of $700, $800, $900 a month. I mean, I know that when my little one was born, we paid up to $200 to $250 a week.
Yeah.
So no, actually, no, that's too much. Maybe we'll pay less. Milk, crazy high prices too. Everything.
The grocery store. I mean, it's not like before. Well, that's been happening for a while, the grocery store prices. But I mean, it's just you go in and it's like you can't walk out with not spending at least $50 or at least $70, and you're going in for 2 things or 3 things. It's nuts.
No, it is crazy. I'm trying to wrap myself around it. Because it's money's coming in, but money's going out really fast.
Exactly. Everything is very expensive, and then
you get hit with that money kind. But hey, give me 1 second. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial. We're gonna get some quick water, and just hold on tight. We'll be back.
Do you have a 401k and some savings for future retirement, but you don't even know if it's enough to live off of? How much is enough? And how often do you think about it? The team at JPEX Financial Group can help set your mind at ease. We specialize in creating strategies, doing the planning and managing of your financial, educational, and investment needs. We help clients pursue their investment goals with sound financial strategies. You deserve a personal, tailored plan. Lasting, meaningful, and open relationships are the foundation of our practice. You've worked hard for your money and should feel confident with your investment choices as you make decisions for your financial future. Your goals are our goals. We are dedicated to your needs and hopes for your future. Visit our website or give us a call at 860-430-5397.
Hey, look, speaking about finances, JPEX, check them out. Check out the website. They could really help you guys out, so look at it. Let's see my sister's grocery, over $800 a month on groceries for her. And I'll tell you, my sister has 2 kids in sports. One of them eats like for 3.
Wow.
So
Goodness.
It's crazy. See, sketchy here. Sketchy. We have high wages, stay stagnant for the past 40 years, but the cost of living has increased dramatically during the same period. The middle and lower classes are being stretched thin.
Totally agree.
I completely agree with you
Totally
there,
agree. Big time.
The middle and lower classes are being stretched really, really thin. It's getting hard to live. It's getting hard to do a lot of things. I would say this. I could tell you that out here in Miami, at least for what I do in logistics, they are paying more. The jobs are starting to pay more, but that's because they're trying to get people to start working. People don't want to work.
Yeah.
Still, because they're still living off the government. So it's kind of iffy on how people are doing things. It's I had a buddy of mine that he has his own business. He called me to work for him today. Unfortunately, I had to work later than normal, and I couldn't go work with him. But we were talking yesterday, and he's like, "I'm having trouble. I can't find people. The people that want to work are not vaccinated, and since he's in the security business, where the sites that he's on right now are requiring the employees to be vaccinated. So people that are not vaccinated can't work for him at that site. And the people that are vaccinated are staying home because they're making money off the government.
God.
So it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
But I think wages definitely need to go up. Prices need to start coming down. I mean, houses are here ridiculous.
Crazy.
I bought my house about 5 years ago, almost. Yeah, about 5 years ago. And compared to the price now, it's crazy.
I know.
Let's see what else.
Do you think that things are going to level out as far as the housing market is concerned?
I think it will.
I think it has to.
I mean, it leveled out. I mean, when you look at it back in 2003, 2004, 5, around that area, where prices just went really, really up.
Right. Well,
and then when that market crashed, 2008, 2009, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It crashed.
No, but recently there's been a huge, like you go to an open house, there's already 30 cars, and the next day the house is already sold. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, Sketchy, you're right. People working low-wage jobs before the pandemic have realized it's not worth the money or the stress. People want to have jobs that they can make a decent wage and have a good living. Of course. I mean, hey, I think that's why we all really...
Maybe that ties into the mental health.
Of course it does.
The mental health and the sanity, of peace is priority. Peace is priority.
Of course, it does. So let's see. Liz here says, I feel the middle class more than anyone else. Low-income families are able to get government help, and the wealthy are wealthy.
Yeah.
Middle class doesn't have enough yet, don't qualify for low-income government programs.
Totally.
I totally agree. The only way that the middle class gets any help is when they start lying and fidgeting their numbers. Outside of that, they don't really get help.
No.
So I mean, it sucks.
It does.
Because I think, help needs to go equally across the board. Let's see, 78% of the community bank executives anticipate a housing market crash within the next 5 years. Housing wages are ridiculous in California. You can't even get a shack for less than $500,000. Listen, Sketchy, it's the same thing out here. You cannot get, places. I mean, probably not as high as what it is California, but it's pretty high out here. My townhouse is going for what? Maybe, I think we're at 3.5 now. I bought it at 200.
Yeah.
So it's going up. Everything's going up. I mean, I sold the house that I sold excuse me, the house that I sold 5 years ago, I bought it in 2011 at $180,000. I sold it at $400,000. It's at $800,000 right now.
Yeah.
So the market is going up, and it has to take a dip. I think the crash is going to come eventually. When?
That is the $1 million question.
Yeah, no, we got to find out when. When it's going to happen, but it needs to happen. Hopefully soon enough.
Soon,
I think so. I think soon enough will happen. I mean, what else could we do? What else? I mean, eventually it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So let's see. What else do we have here? I don't think I got much of anything else. We did end of summer, childcare. Hey guys, if you guys ever want to be on the show, come on, come check us out. We're always here. We're always looking for new guests. Thank you, Sketchy. See, you gotta love Sketchy. He's always on point. And he's actually. We've tried to get him on the show a couple times, but we haven't been able to. I mean, I know the last time we tried to get him on, he had a date. I'm hoping that date went well because he never came on, and then he disappeared for like 2 weeks.
Okay, well, the date went well.
So I'm gonna guess the date went well. But hey, look, like I said, catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Sketchy is a little sketchy. Oh God, Liz.
I love Liz.
Liz is something else.
I love
Sketchy. They're saying you're sketchy, my friend.
I love this.
I promise I'll make it soon.
Okay.
Hey, that'll be great, man. That'll be super awesome. But hey, listen, it has to be on a Friday so Carlos can be here. Carlos is the one that asks the difficult questions. Like Carlos says, I come up with the content. He asks the questions, and we make the show together. He just comes and talks. But you see, I'm going to tell you what I really, one of the things that I enjoy about our show. When you sit here, okay, aside from me and Carlos, that we don't know everybody that comes on and talks on the show, right? But obviously, Liz is my sister. Okay, Catherine, I've known for years. We dated, whatever it is. Okay, Sketchy, I've never met, but everyone that comes on the show, we're all able to talk crap. Okay,
Nice.
We don't really insult each other. We all agree with. I think we lost our Facebook feed. We all agree. No, we all agree with. We all either agree or disagree with what we're talking about, but we're all pleasant toward each other.
Right.
We're not. We don't go off the walls. We don't go off the rockers. I mean, we don't have to agree with what we're talking about, but majority of the time, we're always civil, unless you get Laura that comes on and starts spewing or throwing up out of her mouth, and I might lose my crap for a little while, but aside of that, we're pretty cool, calm, collective.
Nice. It's nice.
But it is. Gonchi, I think we're gonna bring you back on Friday.
Nice. Thank you for having me here today.
And have Carlos shoot the shit with you for a
I
little
would
bit.
love that.
Wait till you meet Carlos. I think we're gonna bring her back, or maybe we could have her
Or
do.
ask me, any questions if anybody has any other questions or
think
anything.
you know what? I think maybe on Friday we could do a demo with your cards.
Oh my God! I should have brought my cards. I could have done.
Yeah,
I
we'll
could
save
have
that
done.
for Friday.
Let's do it Friday. So Friday we're doing cards.
I think Friday.
And you know
Friday
what?
we're doing
Yeah.
cards.
Perfect. I would love to.
I think we could do that.
I do a lot, Liz. I do a lot of free stuff too, because I just love to do it, and I'm all about helping people. So if somebody comes and says, "Hey, can you do your cards?" I'll be like, "Yeah, let's do it," and I don't even charge anything because it's all about helping. It's all about getting a message across. That's what it's about, getting a message across that needs to come across. Whichever way that happens, whether it's in the morning through a post that I put that resonates with 30, 40.
So we'll count on that for Friday. We'll figure out the logistics on that, on how we're gonna do it. But I think we'll do that. Again, we'll be back on Friday. Thank you for everybody that's been out there. I don't know everyone who's out there, but hey, look, like our Facebook page, share our Facebook page, like our YouTube page, our Instagram. I'm gonna have short videos on Instagram. I'm doing a lot of the production on the account now, so it's all solely me. We're still part of the CMG group network, so but things happened and we kind of had to make some changes. But hey, it's good to go. Everyone's still with us, We still want to go forward and support our brothers and sisters at CMG. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming on. And like the closing of all our shows, we advocate truthfulness, accuracy, honesty, and reason as the essential to the integrity of communication. With that being said, you might not agree with what we're speaking, you might agree with what we're speaking, but the one thing you could always be sure of is that whether it's a Friday night, whether it's on Wednesday night, whether Conchita's around, whether I'm around, or whether Carlos is around, we're always speaking it real. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with Carlos.
Hi, my name
with Carlos.
Friday with Carlos.
Friday.
Hi, my name is Zach LaPlante. Have you ever imagined about starting your own podcast or radio show to voice your opinions and share your passions with others? You think to yourself, how would I even start something like that? I don't have any equipment or any experience whatsoever. Well, look no further. The folks at Clovercrest Media got you covered. Clovercrest Media Group is home to over 30 individual podcasts, like Divided We Stand, I'll Piss You Off Shortly, Speaking It Real, and so much more. At Clovercrest, our sound engineers only believe in the best sounding audio quality, and their expertise will make your podcast sound professional and pleasing to your viewers. As a media group, we are obliged to every type of media available, including, but not limited to, video, audio, photography, and digital media marketing, as well as live streaming, and so much more. As we say here at CMG, the harder we work, the luckier we'll get. To jumpstart your podcast or program, go to clovercrestmedia.com and get to recording today.